Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Get This Bread with your host Cameron Ralph, also known as the Gingerbread Man. Today I have a very special episode for you. Fresh from Japan, we have British white bread, also called Higiri Shokupan. It's a interesting loaf. You'll notice actually, it's unsliced, which is quite rare these days. You know, the second best thing since sliced bread is unsliced bread, so I'm quite excited to try it. We'll get straight to it. Initially, with our squish test, it's quite soft, but you know, it sponges back. I quite like that. I think the inside of the bread is going to be very dense, very tasty. But one thing I do notice as I squeeze it is the crust flakes under my hand, and that leaves me very skeptical about how the crust will perform. So we're going to go ahead and open this bad boy up so you can get a better look at it. It's a big old loaf, a big fat loaf. Look at this. Bang. It's very tall, it's very interesting. I've never had an unsliced loaf like this from a supermarket before, so I'm quite excited. I'm going to give it a cut. Oh, straight away, very spongy. The crust doesn't even feel real. It's does not give me high hopes. But we take a look inside, and wow, look at that layering. That right there, that's just beautiful. That's got my hopes up real high. We're gonna rip a little piece off, and you can just see how soft and, you know, dense it just squeezes into a little ball beautifully. Give that a little taste. That's delightful. That is delightful. So I'm gonna cut a slice and give it a proper taste test. Well, I haven't got a bread knife with me, so I look like a bit of a clown. There we go. It's a slice here, crust and all. So I haven't got any butter with me, so you're going to be reviewing it unbuttered. Let's first give the crust a little taste. I'm surprised. The crust is less shit than I thought it would be. That's alright. The only problem I have with this is I'm getting a really strong butter taste, and I think that's how they got it so dense and so fluffy, is they've just put a lot of butter in there. I think it's a bit of a cop out. We'll go for a big bite now with some crust and some of the inner part. That is wonderfully fluffy. If you're a keen connoisseur of Japanese bread like me, you'll know this is just nothing like how Japanese bread is usually. Japanese bread is usually very firm, not soft, not spongy, and has a bit of a sugar taste. But this is real British white bread. It's what they used to call me back in high school. So let's give it a rating out of 10. I have to say the crust is not as bad as I first expected. There's a little bit of a butter taste, but the texture is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. If you're ever in Japan, I thoroughly recommend you get yourself some British white bread. Thank you for listening. Until next time.